voice to the sky. Oh, liberty. Shout for the free. Let it ring you the cry. I'm gonna fight it on out. Fight for you and me. Lift up, lift up. Hear me singing now what we're battling for. Living free and brave now and evermore. On hallowed grounds where our forefathers trod, marching on to the beat of our heart's resolve. We're breaking these chains, oh history's embrace. Rising up, rising up. Standing tall for our rights in the light or the storm. Holding tight to the truth that our spirit.
Hello, everybody. How you doing? Happy Tuesday night. Happy Oktoberfest. Happy Halloween. Happy fall leaf peeper season. For those people that drive us nuts up here and they come and check out our trees and drive 5 miles an hour in their fancy cars.
Good evening.
I got a $100,000 car. What are you gonna do? Oh, I'm gonna drive it 5 miles an hour and walk at trees. Thank you. You pull over and take. They take better if you still. So. I like the. Yeah, sometimes I do like it, especially if I go to visit my family in New York. I go over the mountain. So I hope everybody's having a good day. It is W episode tonight, so we have some. We have a variety actually. That's good. And
Is there a wasabi?
actually there is a wasabi. I think Wonder Flavor's just got a wasabi in. I have to check and see. I'm not sure how it'll taste in a vape, but
That's not what he was asking.
No,
we can
like
make a wasabi. Yeah, W. We can make him a wasabi. I think Wonder Flavors just came out with a wasabi, or
That
it
was-
might be.
It's supposed to be your job,
Yeah,
Paul,
W
to make a
sauce.
wasabi.
Yeah.
W sauce. Don't forget we have W sauce. Yeah, we do have that. We're Worcestershire.
Worcestershire.
Actually, I think that became ATP sauce, across the pond sauce, because of copyright stuff. Weird, but
Tastes
true.
as strong as I thought it would.
Your bottle still says W sauce, so okay.
Mine does. Yep. And Mao was first, followed by
Ding, ding.
Stephen Lane as a number 2.
No, you were number 2.
I don't count.
Oh,
Lady
I-
Liberty,
I'm number
Canadian Vapor. I know that guy. Proper Pagan Princess. We happen to know who that is. You kind of tell by the flowers. Come on. Arnie S.
3.
Buster Bell.
Oh,
Canadian Vapor. And again,
Say hey, Kerplop. Kerplop.
Evo is in chat. CJ. Hey, CJ.
Hey, CJ.
She tries to call me during lives. I keep telling her when my lives are.
what
She
else
doesn't.
is new?
I think I'm gonna cheat.
It's like literally every time there's a live, I get a phone call. It's like, hello.
Literally
I mean-
right after AVS, I got on Facebook
Wait
to
a
just
wait.
like wind
Wait a
down,
wait.
and she's tried to call. Like, dude, it's 7 o'clock in the morning.
So we got I got plenty of recipes for tonight. I do want to give a shout out to Rocky. He's forwarded it for the next time we do a giveaway. It will be doubled. Rocky decided to up the ante
Oh.
for next time instead of taking it.
I forgot. What
I'm not surprised, but I mean he did do the work, so he had to do something. He could have done anything with it, but he did that. And I also wanted to give CJ a little bit of bump, so I did put that on there. It was a Halloween picture, but I did put it on my social medias about it, because CJ with the buttons, helping people out with the buttons, not charging anyone anything, even paying for shipping. It's like, yeah, that's the kind of thing this community used to do a lot of, and it's
Yeah, it's
dwindled.
cool.
It's dwindled a lot. You got yours too, Steven, right?
That's
Yep.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was using it for a while, but I got another casing, but the one casing got to where it would just fall out.
That's what I was worried about. If I was taking it for a go, it might wear after a while.
But he gave me 2 of them, so I could use the other one. But I just took my Dremel and dremeled the locking things out of the inside of my original button.
You did exactly what we talked about.
Yeah.
Took it out of the, that's why I was going to try and make a 3D version, but getting that threading right. I don't know what threading that is.
Yeah, that'd be difficult.
right? And none of the standard threadings worked.
Let me see if I can do this without.
Well, that's
breaking
awesome to
something.
see, CJ. That isn't don't see enough of that in the community.
Yeah, I just took the. I don't know where you're not gonna be able to see probably.
I took that's the way I was gonna do it because you need the tabs to keep the button from
Inside
falling
there.
out.
Yeah,
Button from falling out,
Yeah,
but
I
you
didn't cut 'em
don't
off
need
the
those
button,
tabs
man.
inside. But you don't need the tabs inside there.
this stupid background. Sorry,
No worries.
it's killing me, man.
It's trying to. That's the whole
Okay.
point. When life gives you lemons, make a
Yeah,
monster.
I didn't
Swamp
cut them
monster.
off of the button.
No,
but-
because then it'll fall out the bottom.
Yeah, I took them out of the inside of this.
Yeah, little more tricky to do, but that's the way it.
If you
I
have
was
a Dremel,
that's the way I was going to build my button.
if you have a Dremel and you're confident of your skills or whatever, it's not too bad. You just don't want to hit the threads.
Yep. That's the way I was going about doing it. Exactly the way you did it. I was going to make a plastic housing, but because it doesn't have to be metal outside, doesn't conduct.
Right.
But yeah, the buttons. I'm a little jealous of Cassie's buttons. That freaking bunny button is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
It really is. The bunny button. I mean, yeah, two-tone bunny button.
Yeah, and I loved mine because it was purple and my tank's purple, so it was like matchy. But yeah, what are you gonna do?
Nice.
Got a few, and yeah, and I did pick up from local shops. Support your local shops. Up from the local shop here, the 802 one. When I did the interview with, and then they started coming down on YouTube, and I couldn't post it. Yeah, so I got that from there because Soren Air Plus, but it's okay. I mean, I'll have a review, but it's okay. It's nothing spectacular other than the juice. It does hold a lot of juice. That's its biggest perk.
Gonna mix up a new one for tonight. Hell, I can't find nothing. We'll just make something.
I let the toffee, that trace
Leches?
leches and toffee recipe I made almost a month ago now. I let it steep all that time, and it didn't taste good off the shake, and it actually tastes pretty decent now. But that Nam's toffee butter is delicious, but I don't pick up on it as strongly as some other people say that they do. Barely taste it. It's there. I
Got like
wish
a
I would.
dark note to it for me.
I wish
really
I would
dark.
have. Yeah, I wish I would have doubled up the amount that I used in this recipe instead of just 1%. I
Or floppy.
think it was at 1%. It easily went to 2.
Well, we got one here from Straight Vaping. Whatchamacallit? Whatchamacallit?
Is it like the
Anyways, had a whatchamacallit bar. I'm assuming that's what we went after here. You went out with Australian chocolate Hankson at 1.5. That seems to be like the right chocolate candy bar. That's
Yeah.
it's one of the right chocolates for its candy. Caramel original TPA at 3.5, peanut butter SSA at 2, peanut butter TPA at 4, pudding milk chocolate from Wonder Flavors at 2 to go with the Australian, and super sweet from Cap at 1, and sweet cream from Cap at 1.5. Anyone ever had a whatchamacallit bar? Yeah, they're
good, man.
they are good.
It looks delicious. Do you think
That's one of my dad's favorite.
that I see people using caramel original a lot? I know it's like classic TFA flavor.
It's a good solid caramel. It's actually in my top 3.
Do you
The
think
top 3 caramels.
FA caramel would be a decent substitute
Yes.
without having to order another caramel?
A little less harsh, actually.
Mm.
Advantage of it is a little harsh, but it wouldn't be a bad substitute. Those
It's one of my-
those top tier caramels
Dude.
are not
Good
night and day
season.
different. It's mostly just
Yeah.
a little, like there's a little rough edge on the caramel original, but he's got enough stuff in there you're not going to notice.
Yeah,
I
I
bet-
asked because CJ has a couple recipes with the caramel original, and I'm like, man, I want to try that recipe, but I don't have that. Obviously, a substitution is the easiest course of action.
I mean, will it be exactly the same? No, but they're close.
No,
They're not night. They're
buttery.
in the same vein of caramel. You get a little bit more creaminess off of the
Ow.
FA.
I swear, she must know. Like, it's time for the live stream. So let's start.
Hey,
Let's
Rocky.
start putting on a show. I'm gonna act like a maniac and occasionally attack your hand.
Yes.
Rocky must have heard his name being talked about. There he is. Oh, they say that, Rocky, and mine. Actually, your recipe and mine are not much different. They are different, but they're not like night and day different. Yours and mine are a little bit Christmassy based, actually. Speaking of right here, it is Breaking Bones AFL. We got crispy wafer from Wonder Flavors at 1.7, high crust 101 at 0.6, smooth hazelnut filling SSA at 0.4, super sweet perlum at 0.6, sweet coconut flavora at 0.25. This is not the same recipe I'm thinking of, but vanilla cream extra Wonder Flavors at 1, white chocolate flavora at 1, and white chocolate milky cream Wonder Flavors at 0.8. Yeah, here he goes. You got Kit Kat, Breaking Bones, Halloween theme. Hell yeah, Rocky. Show W mix this thing. Look at your recipe and perhaps mix it live. Yes, we do try to. I got to get back into doing that more. We're getting closer on the new office, but it seems like every time I think I'm gonna have time to work in there. We've been for one, since we had that bad cold, we've been sleeping a lot. Just starting to get back into a normal routine. Tell you, that'll wipe you out. And I even talked to the lady at the secretary at the hospital, and she said that that's why she's been working overtime. As a coworker had the same thing. Been almost 2 weeks after she was over the cold, and it's still it was COVID, and she still was dealing with it. The after effects could not hardly even keep her eyes open. I guess it's this new strain. So take care. Hey, James Rivera, James Arnie Etz.
Hey, James. Hey, Arnie.
Yeah.
Kit Kat.
Yeah, looks good.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, Rocky.
That wasn't the one I was thinking of. Rocky, I thought you went with white chocolate peppermint. Or we talked about white chocolate.
No, he said white chocolate Kit Kat.
But I mean, with the Breaking Bones, that's awesome.
I freaking love white chocolate Kit Kats, dude. Love them.
I don't think I've seen a white chocolate Kit Kat.
My stepdaughter made one of those chocolate cakes where they put the Kit Kats around the whole outside and there's candy stuff top. But it might be Reese's Pieces on top, whatever. But I always thought a white chocolate Kit Kat version of that. So bad for me, but so good.
And white chocolate Reese's.
Mm-hmm.
They need to make white chocolate Reese's Pieces if they don't already. That would be awesome.
My favorite white chocolate is the white chocolate cookies and cream.
You know, I was
I
almost
have a whole
nice and
bag
bought
full
you
of.
one
I had a
earlier.
whole bag full of those right now.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't have these anymore. That's why I prefer. I might actually have to mix Rocky's Breaking Bones. Rocky, how's it turn out? Is it worth mixing? Is it decent or is it a work in progress? But I can't have it, so it'd be nice to actually be able. Now I'm vaping on a sparkling lemon limeade. It's make it public because I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out, but I needed something in this pod. Savory flavor I tried first is like it was savory, kind of sweet, but cake custard.
Hey James.
We got Wet Willie by Buster Bell. W. We got Bourbon Flavor at 1, Coffee Liqueur VTA at 1.6. You got me already. Dairy Milk TPA at 2, Kentucky Bourbon TPA at 2.5, and Whipped Cream SSA at 1. That's just bourbon and cream with a little coffee liqueur in there. Oh, yeah. Now what sort of Wet Willy Bob? Come on.
Dude.
Not
the
that sort of
coffee
Wet Willy
liqueur.
Bob. Come on now. This version is a cocktail which appears to have many variants. One is founded by bourbon, Kahlua, and milk. Turned out very good and will be an ADV roster. Yummy. You got Willie Nelson. All right. All right.
Dang.
Oh, yeah. And I did do a Winter Wonderland because I was like, yeah, messes with Cassie. Hates winter. And I also did it because it was nice. Certain people like winter, like, Duchess. I likes winter.
That's
Mr. Bell, that
interesting.
actually looks really good. I could vape that.
It does. I was looking at it earlier.
Bourbon cream with coffee liqueur.
Yeah. Coffee liqueur, if you pair it with like another bourbon or like whiskey cream even, really punches up the booze note. I mean, it's just delicious.
Got 2 of the 3 flavors in that are in Larry's Gambine recipe. And I love that. And then the coffee liqueur would make up for it because I think the others is Wonder Flavors. It is Wonder Flavors has that sweetness to it. And the coffee liqueur would just take over that spot. So it's just going to add the coffee to it. Or cream.
Sorry,
Cream
which
SSA.
which recipe you talking about? Sorry.
Wet Willy.
Oh, okay.
that looks really good too. That's 3 for 3 that I know I could vape.
Well, it stands for if you don't pay attention, you're gonna get a wet willy.
Exactly.
Bobby's gonna give it to you, so you never know where that finger's been,
Or if he's using a finger.
or if he's gonna put it in your ear. There's a few questionables there. Speaking of Bobby, Winterberry tea. Did talk about this. Finding using this Winterberry. He's got cooling agent S23 at 0.7, lemon tea from Flavora at 1, Pine Raw VSO at 0.25, Polar Blast FA for cooling at 0.7, Super Sweet Cap at 0.25, White Monks flavor from Flavor Monks. Is that like a white? What is white? 3%. I'll have to look at that after. White tea from VSO at 6, Wild Berry Gummy Candy from Wonder Flavors at 2. A little more of a jam, so yeah, okay. Wild Raspberry Medicine Flower 0.5 to bump that and give it a bite. Wintergreen from Flavor West at 2. I don't know what that White Monks is. Does it say? What is it? Oh, it's like okay. It's like a berry mix with some. Don't know it. The only one I don't have is that Flavor Monk. But yeah, Wintergreen Flavor West. When you said Winterberry tea, I was actually thinking you were talking. I get what you're doing. You want some berry flavors, and then just some. That's a berry flavor, and then you just made a nice tea with the pine raw in there too to add a little bit of. That's a good. That actually works really well to kind of bind that with the tea berries. Surprisingly, like delicious flavor. And I'll be honest, I was nervous when I first made it. Yes, Paul. You raised your hand a half thousand
Oh,
times.
sorry. I wasn't
No,
even looking at the
don't even worry about it.
piece of shit.
Bobby was in chat, so I don't know if he's still in chat. He said he wasn't gonna be able to make it on, but I'm wondering how that turned out because that actually looks like a flavorful mix, and kind of looks like it's kind of a winter. We got the wintergreen in there, but you also have that pine raw. It's kind of gonna give you that fall flavor, all Christmassy. You said you put stuff in front of the cabinet, didn't
Yes.
you?
Well, I put more stuff in front of the cabinet. You already had stuff in front of the cabinet.
I did.
Yeah.
I guess I gotta get that room done. I kind of want to mix Rockies and it'd be easy to even do Buster Bells. But double check, make sure. But I think you are up, hun. You are. You are up.
All right. Hold on.
Hopefully I don't lose the camera.
Asian version of cocktail. Hey,
Shit. What?
the cocktail would be really tough to get that cream just right. Because that's a weird cream. It kind of like almost melts as you bite into a cocktail and it gets that cream. It like dissipates instantly.
Well, there's a bit of separation too that
Mhm.
I think would be a bit of a challenge.
I've seen cocktail recipes, and I think I've tried a couple, and they're good, but they're not. It doesn't give you that weird melty sensation. Cream
Yeah.
filling's a little different. Kind of malt. Makes me wonder.
Did 3 recipes tonight. 2 of them are
Holy
actually
crap.
for tonight, but I'll share the third one anyway.
Alrighty.
Watermelon crawl soda.
Ooh.
So I got crisp citrus soda VSO at 2, soda base real flavor at 2, sour watermelon candy wonder flavor at 4, super sweet Perillum 1, sweet lime noms 1, and watermelon raw VSO at 1. And of course, I put watermelon crawls because that song is awesome. I can't mix this until I can get into the cabinet, but whatever. Then I did a white chocolate creme de menthe milkshake. Creme de menthe flavor west at 2 because it's the best flavor wet or creme de menthe because it doesn't taste like toothpaste. French vanilla thick wonder flavor at 1, milkshake cap at 2.5, super sweet Perlim at 1, vanilla bean ice cream flavor west at 3, vanilla gelato Italian wonder flavor at 2.5, white chocolate flavora and white chocolate VSO both at 1.5. I didn't use the mullenberry because I didn't want the maltiness in this because it's got the creme de menthe.
Yep,
I
you
just
get that. So
mixed that.
that's the one actually is the milkshake version.
Yeah, I mean, I just gotta put my base in and mix and shake it, but and then because we got our Nom's order in today, I made a maple coffee liqueur cheesecake.
Woo.
Bourbon aged cream for Wonder flavor at 1.5. Caramel coffee with sweet milk beryllium at 4. Cheese crate graham beryllium at 2. Coffee liqueur VTA. I changed that to 2. I'm gonna have to fix that. So coffee liqueur VTA at 2. Espresso VSO at 2. Maple syrup SSA at 4. New York cheesecake prelim at 3. Super sweet prelim at 1. Yes, sweet cheesecake anywhere at 3. And it's supposed to have toasted coconut cheesecake prelim at 3 as well, but for some reason it didn't go, so I still have to fix a few things on that.
You get that one mixed.
I have no idea if I just put this cheesecake in or not because no, I didn't. Okay. So I just have to throw that together real quick.
Raj. Looks good.
It's gonna taste freaking awesome.
Marshmallow vanilla 101 frosting. I do not have 101.
Really?
Really?
Yeah,
I don't.
really?
I haven't ordered all that many 101. I got the packs now.
Same. I only have a handful of one-on-ones. Like
I've got probably 20.
there's several that like I see there's more that I see people using more often now.
There are a few I'm
But-
thinking. I hate chasing individuals like that. It's just, I prefer. I mean, a lot of there are actually. I actually can't say that. I have more 101s. My Nom's order has some 101s in it. I added some more to try and get more of them because Nom's actually carries a
He finally
That's
got
the one I was gonna
chocolate
say. I
milk
thought
on.
Rocky had the cowtail. I was pretty sure that's the one I've tried. No, this is not the one. But we'll go over it.
You're a
Milk and
cow.
honey cowtail. Of course, I know it isn't because I don't remember milk and honey being. Cap super sweet 0.75. Not a Rocky recipe. Used it too hot. No. Flavor milk and honey 2.5. Yes, it's a Rocky recipe. 1.25 custard premium. Got powdered sugar 1.25. Berry cream TPA at 2. TPA caramel original at 2.25. TPA dulce de leche at 2.75. TPA vanilla swirl at 2. Wonder if that powdered sugar might actually help give you that sensation, that melty sensation. Maybe. I'm curious. It's gonna be dark though. This is gonna be a really dark version of a cowtail with that. Although, interesting. I have a feeling it's gonna taste good though. Minus the fact that, I know Cassie wouldn't vape it. She get it's weird. The milk thing, she's serious. Is it original? Okay. I did try someone's cowtail.
Or-
Just a cowtail from Rocky.
Oh,
It's
milk
Rocky's,
and
right?
honey.
No, Chasing
2.5.
84. Cream and powdered sugar. No, I didn't try this. I didn't do a dulce de leche version. I see what you did. You made it a little bit darker and more yours. Added a little bit more dulce de leche too. I get it. But I think, yeah. I don't know about being an actual cowtail, but it looks like it tastes good.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that. What was it? Okay. What was it we were talking about the other day that also gives that starchiness? We just talked about something. It's not just the flavor of starch, obviously, but there's another starchy ingredient. What was it?
We were talking about ube a couple weeks ago.
Ube. Ube would make a nice starch. That's what it was. Exactly what it was. Talked about the ube. Like something we talked about just the other day about starch. Because that's what it is. It's just a potato starch. All hail the swirl. Hey, Sin. Always good to see you.
There we go. So hard to get 0.08 out
And
of one of these.
here's what I want to make. I made a white chocolate peppermint cake donut. Fluffy white cake from Wonder Flavors at 2. Peppermint from TPA at 1.5. I thought about doing a 2 where it's medium, but I was like, I don't want this straight up peppermint. Powdered donut from Wonder Flavors at 2. Super sweet Perilla at 0.5. White chocolate Flavora at 1.5. And white chocolate VSO at 1. Yeah, if you don't have VSO, you can always sub. Like we talked about, the Flavora works really well with most other white chocolates, actually. Any of them that have a creaminess to it helps. Flavora by itself is not bad, but it kind of needs that extra creaminess and works really well with most other white. And then I just put Yum, picture of a white chocolate peppermint donut, glazed in white chocolate. And then Pitch Perfect 2, Snoop Dogg and Anna doing Winter Wonderland. Why? Because I could.
Can I just interrupt you for a second and tell you how happy it just made me to smell the maple syrup going in this bottle?
This needs a little bit of a steep for the, I don't know where it's exactly going to fall because that powdered donut right now is doing that thing. It's just like straight up powder and it needs to mellow out and mix with everything. Got that stickiness. The powdered donut needs, it's probably going to need at least a 4-day steep. I don't know exactly. It might need a little longer. I don't think so. Thinking 4 days, 4 or 5 days. Yeah, yum.
Yeah. Then we got McDucky. Then we got McDucky trying to challenge CJ.
McDucky's trying to challenge CJ.
Yeah. Did you refresh E-Liquid ELR?
No, I
He
didn't.
He dropped a whatchamacallit.
Really?
Huh.
Yeah, with a hashtag. I don't think it was.
No crap. He did. He did.
I don't think it was intentional. I think it's just.
Well, let's see. And here we're gonna go.
They both look good.
We're gonna put them right next to each other here. So we got buttercream peanut butter Wonder Flavors at 1.25. I think that he went with a simpler version by the looks of things. This looks like a simpler version. Interesting. Let's see how it turns out.
Disqualified.
Caramel butter
Okay.
from Wonder Flavors at 1.5. Okay, instead of using. See, I see a plus and a minus here. But for yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Added to caramel rice candy treats. 2.75. Okay, fixed. Chocolate frosting from Wonder Flavors at 1.25. Buttermilk chocolate Wonder Flavors at 1.75, and sweetener 1.5. Sorry, Chris. Yeah, that was it. He did. Sorry, Chris. It's just not a what you would call it without caramel crispies. Move this over to our mixing calculator. So yes, he did. This was directly for CJ's. Now, see, there are some similarities here. Just changed it up a little bit. Okay, they're not like night and day different. Like for one, the peanut butter SSA. For me, buttercream peanut butter probably be better option for me for that but I wouldn't hate having a nutty flavor in a candy bar recipe. Both the taste. Let's see, we got totally different caramel chase. Caramel butter with caramel Rice Krispie treats. Hey. And didn't he use milk chocolate? Yeah, they both use pudding milk chocolate. I like that. That's a good idea.
Yep.
That's interesting. You guys actually. Okay. I might. By next show.
It's a
I'm gonna have to mix those side by side for next show.
Says he's gonna mix those by next show, but we all know that he's gonna not mix those because he'll forget.
Don't know that. I'm actually might do. I need something else too, and I would like a dessert.
Ah, you
Chocolate.
motherfucker!
I've been craving chocolate peanut.
Yeah.
Ashley's doing good.
And neither one of those are difficult to mix. CJ does have the Australian chocolate in there, a little bougier chocolate, so that's gonna like edge out a little on the chocolate side.
Australian chocolate's pretty damn good.
It is. But I mean,
Well, I would know.
McDucky is the chocolate frosting. That's not a bad option. So it might not be. It might be a little creamier than the actual bar, but it's gonna be nice and chocolatey.
Oh, look! It's
I'm curious.
Lando.
I am
Have fun with that
super
movie.
curious. Oh God, Lando, if you haven't watched my movie yet, oh God, you're gonna laugh your ass off. I'll tell you that.
Oh my God, it is so dumb. You have to be high as a motherfucking kite to watch this movie.
Something else. Let's just say this podcast is gonna be an epic one.
I don't think I've ever had a whatchamacallit,
Might have went overboard on
but
that.
it looks amazing.
No, if
Where
they
the
have
heck
them
have
in
you been under a rock?
I don't know.
They have those at the tree. I thought I saw them there.
Do they have them up? I don't even know if they have them in Canada.
We might have to try and see if we can get a hold of one testing purpose.
Whatchamacallit?
I didn't give away anything about the movie. I just said make sure your high is higher than a giraffe.
Oh God, no. No. We have too many people already here.
We don't.
What is happening?
Read Sin's comment. You're the most moved to in the future. You know what? The people that moved across the road. If you move into the country, leave it country. Don't literally clear cut your entire property and pave it. Then it's not country anymore.
Oh, it's
See, that's the whole point. If you move to the country, leave it country. Otherwise, it's no longer country. You know what I did as a response? Not trimming the bushes this year. They're going wild. Screw you.
Whatchamacallit?
clear cut their property, and I still hear chainsaws over there every damn weekend. I hear chainsaws over there cutting even. Oh, they're in the woods. You moved to the woods because you wanted to be in the woods. Now stay there.
You know, we don't have that up here in Canada. I don't see it.
Blasphemy.
Whatchamacallits?
Yeah. I can just get a box off Amazon for $74. And I don't think I should do that.
Yes, you should.
I'm looking.
You definitely should. Hey, Mutt Ducky.
Don't want to share my story.
Damn it! It didn't do that one either. What is happening?
Probably spelled
See,
that.
Sin agrees. You should do it. Whatchamacallits are awesome.
What's happening?
I'm no joke. They are.
Uncle Paul.
Whatchamacallits are really.
Dude, and
They named it
cool.
correctly too, because it's not really. I mean, I don't know what else you would have named it. It's kind of a little everything.
I mean, for $74, I imagine it's like a case.
Oh, they don't.
And you got to remember, $74 Canadian is like $10 down here. So
Yeah. I can't bring myself
On certain
to do
days,
that.
5.
Yeah.
when he's having a really good day, it's 12.
So just change that.
They have them at Walmart.
Yeah, I know they do.
Okay.
We're good.
No.
They don't have them at the tree, but they have them at Walmart. I knew I saw them someplace.
Yeah, it sounds really good, but I mean, I'm fat
Oh,
enough.
they're caramel peanut butter crispy, like
Yeah.
with nice chocolate bar. Like good. Okay. Yeah. I think that's gonna be the challenge. We're gonna have to see who won now. I gotta test. I have to test.
You won't remember. By the end of the show, he'll be like, "What was I supposed to do?" And they'll be like, "I don't know."
Aha.
It says I don't have. I just say I don't have it. I have pudding milk chocolate.
Pumpkin King?
Get it
Heck,
together.
I even have the beta of it.
Pudding milk chocolate is Wonder Flavor. You definitely
Yeah.
have that.
Definitely have it. I even did the beta.
It's
Yeah, see, look.
legit right behind you. I believe either that or it's in.
It might be in the. It might. No, I think it's down here actually. I think.
I'm keeping warm.
Yeah, I actually almost got
Oops.
you
Sorry.
cookies and cream Hershey's because I was waiting in the checkout at Walmart and I was like, they have the king size
Oh
ones.
god. Yeah, but they're so bad for me.
Like he's gonna be mad at me for spending the extra money that we weren't planning on, but he'll also be really happy if I get it. What attitude do I want to deal with today? Yeah, never mind. It'll stay right there on the shelf.
We did do good today. We did very good.
However, I did get my pecan pies because I haven't gotten them in like 2 months. So, and I said, you know what? Fuck it. I
No,
had to go
pudding
to
milk
Walmart
chocolate's in
by
the other room.
myself. I got it.
Pudding milk chocolate's in the other.
Whenever Sharon gets back in here, I'll share mine I just made because the pictures for her.
Aw. Life gives you a lemon. Make yourself a swamp monster.
When Sharon gets back in here, I'll.
So he yells at her?
No. She yells at me.
She probably said, "What'd you say?"
Yeah, I learned to whisper a long time ago. We stayed a lot of trouble that way.
You should
If you
learn from
mumble,
Stephen, Timothy.
and then that gives you time to think about what the fuck you just said. And when they go, "What'd you say?" you can change it.
Right. Nice.
Do they have Walmart in Canada?
Do they have Walmart in Canada? Yeah. Yeah, we have
No, no, no.
Walmart, but it's I just checked Walmart. It's not there. I've never you'd think they would. But I mean, you guys got a lot of stuff down there that we don't have up here.
Which
You're
makes sense because you guys also have a lot of stuff up there that we don't have down here.
I guess there's probably a couple of items, no?
Well, we don't get wine gummies down here. We don't get like the
No.
coffee crisp down here. You guys
Walmart,
get better chocolate.
Yeah.
All true.
No, I just looking here, and no, we don't.
It's called Walmart, eh?
Yeah,
Walmart. Walmart. It's called Walmart, eh?
that's right. Yeah, Walmart, .ca. Yeah, no, it's no, we don't have that.
Okay, I'm gonna share mine now.
Well, all right then.
Alrighty then, here we go. So this is white chocolate pumpkin pie milkshake. Why not? It's October. So we got graham cracker, real flavors. That's the VG version, so I have to bump these up way high, so 2%. The ice cream SSA 1%, marshmallow Flavora at 1%, meringue flavor art 1%, milkshake Capella 2.5%, and then the pumpkin pie VG again real flavors 4%, sweetness Flavora at 0.5, and then white chocolate from Flavora at 1%. I kind of stole Cassie's idea, but and then the picture she loves
Aw.
Jack the Pumpkin, so
How
Yep.
dare you steal my idea?
Or Jack
Oh,
Skeleton.
Steven.
Nice.
Hi, Sharon.
Karen.
Do you see my favorite guy right there?
Yep.
He's the only character that can go from scary to merry.
Wait a minute. Wait, what about Pumpkin Bride? Oh,
A
that's
sequel coming out in November for that. It's actually the Easter Bunny coming to try to take over Halloween Town.
yes. I did see that there might be a sequel. Wondering about
That
that.
would be
It's supposed to be
amazing.
coming out like the end of October, beginning of November.
So that's a real thing. I didn't know if it's not.
Dude, that's
Jack the
like my
Pumpkin
two
King
favorite
is
things
my
right there. Nightmare Before Christmas and Rabbit.
It wasn't 80 here, but it was a beautiful
Oh,
fall day.
that-
It's okay. It looks like he's gonna eat your face.
Nom nom nom
Yeah.
nom.
He said, "Is that a pumpkin?" No, it's a bald head.
Hands coming out of nowhere.
I know. I was going like this early. Oh no, hold on. I went like,
Oh, where is that? I do have that.
I am the king of the nerds.
be like this. Ah.
Oh, it's not
Like
on here.
thing.
I don't have it on this computer. It's on the other computer.
It would be like a female thing.
That's right.
Except for you have to like hold on. You have to get out. Okay.
So while
No,
Tim's
babe.
looking for that, I'm
No,
just gonna
don't do that. Don't do that. Put it back.
screen real quick for Sin here, and boom, there you go. There's an Ashley picture.
Yep, she's
Yeah,
just sweet.
I got a really good close up of her move.
Your face is popping.
Does it? That's not good. Oh shit! It's scratching me. What do you want? What? You want Daddy? He's right there. You want Daddy? Right there.
Jeez.
Look, Ella's going as a cow.
I think I distracted her because she put Ashley Canadian candy is pretty badass, but
You going
she
as a
meant
cow?
her
I see you're all
actually.
skeleton.
Yeah, I know, CJ. That's the only W flavoring I have besides watermelon. And watermelon pumpkin pie was not going to work.
Did you tell them what we're doing for Halloween?
What are we doing for Halloween?
What are we dressing up as?
Oh, skeletons. I think.
Nice.
Eat.
Well,
Wow, you
yes,
sound
Yeah.
so excited.
but it's a whole household thing. I did get the dogs there.
Yeah, you remember last year we had to be the Grinch stuff for Christmas or whatever it was?
PJs. Now I have skeleton PJs.
Now we're all skeletons.
Nice.
Doggies are going to be skeletons.
They're glow in the dark skeletons.
Sure are. They're all gonna be
It does look awesome with my Jason mask though.
There you go. There you go. That's what I was looking for. Have that in the other one.
Yeah, come
Oh yeah, the hands.
Hmm. The
I
disappearing.
did that to
Leah
Lando
picture.
one night while we're recording the podcast.
Yeah.
Came in with that.
Elbow.
He deserves it. He's a butt.
Hmm.
Oops, I didn't say that.
No.
Voice recognition. Oh my god. The other night, your phone the other night, voice recognition wise. What was up with that thing?
When I set the alarm on my phone using Siri, Tim doesn't remember that he needs to keep his mouth shut until Siri stops listening, or it listens to him and does weird shit like turn my alarm back off and look up weird stuff. And
You don't understand though. I waited like a full minute and it still responded.
McDucky, we already have our costumes.
Yeah, Stephen Lane thought he was all badass with his costume, and then he saw mine. He's like, "Fuck."
Yeah.
Did you order a new one?
No.
I don't blame you if you do.
No, because it matches the damn thing that she bought. So
I have one of those exact masks you have upstairs in the old office.
yeah.
I don't think
You
so.
got your daddy?
It was
got
just,
the
it was
V for
98 cents,
Vendetta
man. I had to
one.
quit it.
Who's
That's a
the
what?
daddy?
We
Glow in
got
the
the
dark.
V for Vendetta ones. I don't think you ended
I
up
got
getting
one. I got a glow in the dark cheapo too. Captain
Right.
Dollar General.
I think she's putting the
I didn't like it because it was like wide face. So I never wore it. Got like a rounded face.
Grayson. He's
You have to
beautiful.
turn the light on. You can't see.
I gotta figure out who's in who.
You can see the cow dog back there on the couch.
We are definitely doing Halloween themed
The only
show.
reason you can see it is because it's wearing its costume, so you can only see its head.
My favorite holiday of the year. It was always my favorite holiday of the year, but it was also the last holiday I got to spend with my son. So it makes
I can do this too. You think she's cute, Sin, but wait until she decides that your blanket is hers or your pillow is hers, and you say no, and she bites your face to get it.
she never
Not so
does
cute then.
that to you. Paul's like, Halloween. That means I got kids in the neighborhood not gonna burn something. No.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Paul would be that guy sitting out on his porch in all black attire and creepy attire and just reach out and touch kid shoulder and scare the shit out of him, sitting back again. That big Paul. And if it doesn't work and they say, "Oh, that's a cool costume," he's got the nap time and stuff.
That
One way or another, you're not coming back on drop. He'll have a whole trailer full. He's gonna get one of those trikes with a little dump bed, and he's gonna fill it up. It holds 1,000 pounds. He can put a lot of kids in the back of that. Drive it off in the middle of the field, in the middle of nowhere, and just drop them off.
that
Of course, he plans on keeping the candies.
Just
No, it's okay. You can get in the van. I'm a paramedic.
Yeah. Now, as a
Just-
paramedic, I gotta say that's not really healthy for you, so I'll take it.
don't go to a haunted
Right.
house with Tim's daughter. That's
Oh, God.
That's my only warning.
I can't do those haunted houses.
I
That's
like haunted houses. Tim likes haunted houses. His daughter, I want to go. I want to go. I'm not going to get scared. Held on to the back of my jacket, double fisted the whole way through, choking the shit out of me because she was terrified. Like, she threw me into the wall when something brushed her leg, and I ended up with a bruise on my leg this big around where she threw me into this guy's hand.
Jesus.
I'm like, no. Then, oh, I'm better this year. So we went the next year. I'm like, you're walking in front of your daughter because she is not choking me the life out of me again this year. What did he do? Got behind her. So she was behind me while I wasn't looking, and then kept poking her in the sides and scaring her. I could have murdered him.
We still need to go back to that Irish pub where it was at, because I want to go there at some other time. I want to try their food.
So we
That
had
food smelled good.
I've
Food
tried
smelled-
their food.
I had a friend who every year would do a haunted house at Burning Man.
Hmm.
So he always had an excessive amount of stuff to do it. He would, also like set up this insane Halloween party every year. And his backyard was basically a haunted house and a maze. one of the most epic parties of the year when I was like in my 20s. Like nobody ever missed it. You know what I mean? Um, and he went all out. Like there would be a maze, but then there was like open areas where you could go and hang out. He always like had ice sculptures, and then there was always like a punch bowl, which was like a spiked punch. But the punch like was like in like one of the had one of those pumps in it where it would circle through, but it was like the punch was like gushing out of the bottom of a severed head that was on a spike in the center of the bowl.
Oh yeah.
Freaking awesome. Yeah, and I mean, one year they built like a little makeshift roller coaster, but it was just all these different haunted rooms, and he would have actors hired and stuff to hang out there um, throughout the night. Bands booked to play inside. Uh,
Nice.
yeah, we used to Halloween was a big deal here, man. I don't see any of those people
See,
anymore. But
I'm kind of like Paul though. I want to decorate outside, but then we'll have people here. We already have problems with people here. And a mischievous night, that's just gonna make the
I
things even
mean,
more
if you put up
exponentially worse.
decorations to attract the attention of people and get them to stop, how are we going to use the excuse if you stop at our house, we're going to shoot you?
Still say we need like. Have you ever watched? Has anybody ever watched? What is it called? Is it the Game Plan or what is it? There, the one with the Rock and Stifler. What is that called?
Oh.
Uh, the rundown.
Yeah, you know how he uses that shotgun with the bean bags? We got to get a Gatling version of that that automatically tracks and shoots.
yeah,
That should help get rid of some trespass.
So Sin Halloween actually is Tim and I's anniversary.
It is.
I've put up with that asshole for 10 fucking years on Halloween. Can you believe he's still alive?
Yeah, TJ loves Halloween too.
Yeah, no kidding.
Whole setup, and he spends.
Yeah, TJ goes crazy. Oh, I gave TJ some ideas.
So I
Flamingos with
saw
the
a
skeletons
video of,
riding
like,
them.
a giant animatronic spider like sitting on the house, and then it just slowly like crawls down the house into the front yard the other day. I showed it to Tim, and he's just like, fuck no. Burn it.
Burning down the house. Hey, there we go. We got a theme song for that day. Burning down the house will be playing in the background.
He had the
Nuke
spotter
it.
crawling with a whole bunch of fucking possums riding it.
That's where you see the
Probably.
video and then it clips off to outer space from like the moon and you watch the whole earth blow up or
It's not,
or covered in fire.
yeah, nuke it
it's
from
not
orbit.
possums now though, it's turkeys. We got
Oh,
back
yeah.
from shopping this morning and they were outside, and he's like, so how much are you gonna get freaked out if I start calling him? They just start following you in with groceries. And I'm like, Tim? And so he goes, gobble, 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 here, turkey, turkey, turkey. I'm like, I'm gonna murder you if they come in the house.
It
I
was
swear
even
to
better
God.
because I said, "Oh my god, it's coming behind you," and she believed me.
Because I know you. You yell out, here, kitty, kitty, and then a freaking possum is sitting in the backyard. We see it on the camera, just looking up towards the front door, like, yeah,
and
what
and
up?
and it was only about a couple weeks apart from when I said, "Here, kitty, kitty," and we got a cat that came into the house and stayed. And we have another orange cat outside again.
He's looking for his friend.
He
Where'd
needs
friend
to
go,
come
man?
inside and live
I
with
think
me.
they were dropped off at the same time, and this one just went feral. But it's getting so it comes closer and closer to me. Last time I saw it, it was only a few feet away, and like begging me for food because I keep feeding it.
So I'm hearing that we're gonna have free turkeys for Thanksgiving.
We
Yeah,
have like
just
40 of them out there every day.
I picked on her today. I said we're gonna have turkey for dinner, but unfortunately that means we're feeding the turkeys for dinner because then we'll be our friends and we can't kill them.
Yeah, no kidding. You're not killing them anyway because they're in our yard, so they are no longer.
Do you remember the
killable.
what are those called? Those weird hens they released at the other yard where they were chasing me around the yard.
The guinea hens? Were they
The guinea hens. The guinea hens, yeah. They released a bunch of guinea hens and there was a flock of them came in the yard. I was feeding the goat, turned around and they're following me around the yard. Like there's gotta be 40 of them in my yard. They're just following me around. So, I don't know what the hell's going on here, but the birds is weird. I got back in the house and she's like, I go, I'm not going out there. Those things are following me. Like
I was at
not like follow me from a distance. I mean like 3 feet behind me, following me. Tried to follow me in the house. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got your whoppers, CJ. I got it. Sorry, we got just sidetracked. I got your whoppers here. Got
Yeah,
whoppers.
no, I was at work with that guinea hen, by the way.
Did everybody already on the panel already share?
I'm sharing CJ's, and then we're all done.
I got two.
Chocolate
I'm the-
malt from Nature Flavors at 3. Honeycircle cereal TPA at 3. Marshmallow raw VSO at 3. Super sweet cap at 1. And waffle cone from Flavor West at 2. To give you a crispy aspect, more crispy aspect. There's your
Love
malt.
that shit.
I don't have the Nature.
I'm about to buy a big bottle of waffle cone. I finally got it.
I just did. We have it in that box section. Like, I just bought
Rocky
one.
put a recipe in chat as well, Tim.
Are you talking Flavor West?
Yeah.
Yep.
Is it the best? No, is it the best available? It's
Yeah,
closest to a waffle cone.
and you can turn it into a softer waffle.
Mm-hmm. Not perfect, but it's as perfect as we have at this.
It was what was it the other day? I shared that Nightmare V3, which is something like a commercial recipe that I have been trying to nail down for like 4 years. It is
Does have a cutoff.
It is so close to the original, like so close.
Oh, the all Flavor
All
West.
flavor, yeah. They absolutely used all Flavor West in that recipe. It tastes, and the room note. The room note is one of the reasons how I know, because I remember exactly how my freaking room smelled when I used to vape it daily. And that's exactly what my apartment smelled like all freaking weekend long.
Hey,
I
I'm
tore
putting
through
something.
it.
I put a vote in chat about having an argument. Yeah, you can go ahead and do yours, and then I'll go over Rocky's after.
All right. So let's start with the one that I actually mixed so far. All right. Am I frozen? I'm frozen. There we go. There we go. Spiked white cherry, also known as white cherry bombs. Cherries in Awera at 1.25. Super sweet cap at 0.5%. Whiskey cream from Noms. You knew I couldn't stay away for too long. At 1.5. White cherry medicine flower at 1%. White chocolate flavora at 1.5, and white chocolate VSO at 2%. As far as like the most authentic non-medicinal cherry, cherries in Awera, white cherry medicine flower, my favorite cherry ever. Those two together, they just give it to me every single time, no matter what I put it in. Sorry, not sorry for using medicine flower. If you want good cherries, you're gonna have to pay for medicine flower. Like that's just kind of how it works these days. So far, I mean, I gotta whip something up and taste it. Off the bat, I already am questioning. Maybe I went a little bit overboard on the white chocolate VSO. Usually go 1.5 with both of these when I pair them together. But sometimes if I really, really want to sell that,
Okay.
like a thick, hard
Wait a minute,
white chocolate, a thick, hard white chocolate coating, I'll bump the white chocolate VSO to 2%. It's all going to depend on how much of the cherry still comes through after the steep, whether or not I lower that. But yeah, pretty happy with that. I'm excited to get something wicked up to vape it. I can't move, so I'm gonna have to stop sharing and share again for the next one, I guess.
Did it again. I didn't.
Hold on.
We talked about this. I want to see what everybody else thinks.
The next one.
You're muted.
You're not putting
Who-
her in a pumpkin, getting her all covered in nasty pumpkin shit.
Who's
Because then she'll
muted?
need a bath.
Do it.
Do
The
it.
next the next
No,
one.
she hates baths.
No, she doesn't.
It's not good for bunnies to get bathed either.
I'm calling it raspberry seduction because everything that's in it is just too long to name it exactly what it is. Kind of like
But whatchamacallit.
So much.
yeah, it's basically. Wait a minute. There we go. It's basically that, like a trifle.
Nice.
Cake white. We're gonna use white as say that's W also because it should be called white cake, not cake white. Flavor West at 2%, coffee liqueur VTA at 1.25, premium raspberry SSA at 2%. I like my raspberries strong. Raspberry jam noms at 1.5, super sweet cap at 0.5. Waffle cone, there it is. Flavor West at 1.75. Trying to find like a very specific range for that. Whipped cream SSA at 1.5. White chocolate Flavora at 1. And this time white chocolate milky cream Wonder Flavors at 1.5. So not quite as much white chocolate. I really want more of like, white chocolate flavored whipped cream. You know what I mean? I was a little torn between which whipped cream to use. I
That's
tend to
tough.
go, yeah, like I almost went fresh. I almost went 1-on-1. I ended up going with the one that I have the most of. And I know is going to work for what I want it to work for. The same thing with the cake. So
Awesome.
this is actually a real life recipe. You know what I mean? And I was looking at the recipe and it calls for like a sponge cake. I don't have any sponge cakes. So I did a little back and forth deciding, figured I haven't used white cake in a while. Technically, it should be a W, so I went with white cake Flavor West. Feel like it's going to present a little bit more than the fluffy white cake from Wonder Flavors, which was my other one I was deciding between. I haven't mixed this up yet. Hopefully, I get the separation I want, between the layers. I'm thinking the waffle cone should hopefully do that for me. And yeah, I'm excited to mix this up. If anything, it's gonna at least taste good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, a little bit of like a raspberry trifle with like white chocolate cream and like coffee liqueur. Like sounds freaking good to me. So yeah.
Yeah.
Kendall's still in chat?
I have no idea.
Because I got G Fuel today. It's called PewDiePie. PEW PewDiePie. Like I had to just for the PewDiePie name.
I haven't tried that
PewDiePie.
one, so.
It was 0 carbs, so.
So we haven't tried pumpkin with her at all, but I do think she would really like it because every time I vape a pumpkin vape, she jumps on my chest and is like right in my face, licking my mouth.
And she can chew around on there and stuff
Yeah.
if she wanted to. That'd be fun. It is gonna be messy. But at the same time, it's once a year.
But if you create
Yeah,
a
but-
scenario where a pumpkin eats the bunny, is the bunny still gonna want to eat pumpkin?
I could make it into a jack-o'-lantern so you can see her through it.
Have you seen our rabbit? She's a monster.
That's what I'm saying. That's gonna have to be a big ass pumpkin.
Yeah, that's
So
the problem. I
if
grew a pumpkin, but it's not
try
big
to eat
enough.
her, she's going to drop kick that pumpkin, and it doesn't matter. She's gonna beat it up.
So I have found this throws some pretty good clouds. I'm sitting in the living room. I'm just vaping on a pod. Cassie's like, wait a minute, I can't see the TV. I'm only
And
vaping
I
a damn
hadn't been
pod.
vaping. It was all him. He was just like chain vaping that thing. I don't think she's addicted to Nick, CJ, because she's very picky. If it's something she likes the smell of, she's in your face and she's trying to get it because she
Right.
wants
And
to
it's
eat it.
and even when we're vaping zeros for testers and stuff like that, she just wants this.
And
It's the flavor.
if it's something she doesn't like the smell of, she will look at you, she will grunt, she will thump her little feet like, what the hell? I don't like that. Don't you
What?
dare vape that again. She may
Makes
have
no
a
sense.
wee little bit of an attitude.
Uh-huh.
Not our child. No, I get to spend have dinner with my child this week. She had to get her car fixed last.
We get to
Yeah,
beat her
it's
up
hard to
every
believe how they grow up so fast.
Yep.
Oh,
I
but
found out on
Tim
Mother's
is
Day.
younger than his daughter now because he's only 21
Yeah,
and she just turned 24.
10 years old.
Yeah, mine did too, CJ. She also won me some and money.
So there is a cutoff on this.
I would hope so.
I wasn't sure. I went up until yesterday. I'd never hit the cutoff. Riding in the car without her to go to a doctor's appointment is like,
You know, because I had to stay home to wait for his new phone.
actually,
And of
it
course, he's a
badly
jerk
needed
and he's
upgrade.
like, oh, I'm going up by myself. I'm going to go stop and get Chinese for lunch. And I said, no, you're not. And he goes, "Oh, how are you going to stop me? You won't be there." And I said, Tim, it's Monday. Fuck.
Yep.
A lot of them.
Tim, your appointment's at 9 o'clock in the morning. They wouldn't be open yet, even if they were going to be open today. Fuck.
I wouldn't stop by myself anyway. But
So we got
it's
Subway
a
on the
fun way to
way.
pick on her.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they've been having the 2 for deal for so long. We did get a couple subs.
Okay, so
Although
last time we went and I put in his sub, like all of the veggies and all of them is extra, and it wiped out everything, and he just got a plain sub with like on the wrong bread with not the right
not even
cheese,
mayo
no
on it.
sauce.
American
just
cheese, just
onion and
steak
pepper.
sub.
Where'd you go get some ketchup out of the fridge?
It was the I mean, I could have just we thought about getting a steak and cheese at the friggin' grocery store. It would have been better than that sub.
And then yesterday he came back and he put in my order because my order showed up right the first time. Well, they didn't read it properly and they still put the onion and pepper on it. So I'm like eating my sandwich like, oh my God, there was a onion or something in the lettuce. I can taste it. And no, they just put like onion and pepper on my sub. So it was horrible. This is the second time we've ordered on the app and they've screwed up our sandwiches. The first time being the app that screwed it up, but still.
Sin our bunny this time wouldn't be. We went up and got her, and then the post came right down, and the boyfriend had been wanting to meet rabbits. I have a feeling the rest of them.
Yeah. That's why I'm still not talking to Birdie. I'm mad at him.
I'm not talking to Birdie,
He eats rabbits.
but it's Captain Caveman.
Oh my God. I'm just kidding because no, Birdie's awesome. But I think I made Birdie come this close to pissing himself on ABS the other day. Because I told the story of how Tim's a little pussy and I have to go kill spiders for him.
I saw that.
Hey, I killed a brown recluse in a tub today. Oh, there.
One that he wasn't even sure was alive. He could have already been dead.
No, it wasn't. I wasn't sure if it was alive. So I took some soap and dumped it on it. It moved and started coming at me, but it was in the soap, so it was going slow. It's like, hey, I can kill that one. It's not moving fast. The other one,
So-
the day that I went in there, that thing was chasing my feet around the tub, and I just went, I'm straddling the tub. It's not climbing the walls. Get in here. Screw that. That thing's trying to bite me.
Yeah, so he's like, oh, there's a spider. Is it alive? Is it dead? I'm like, do I really need to come in there and stop what I'm doing while I'm making food to kill a spider for you again? He goes,
I dropped soap on
no,
it's
it
alive.
might be dead. I'm gonna get it. I'm like, that's
I
just
dumped the
because
soap
told
on it, and
Jordan
it only because it was in the soap,
up.
it couldn't run away. So it's like, I got it. Big old ground recluse. I'm sorry, Steve, aka Legion. I know you like to save them, but when they actually are not good to bite, and they are big enough to bite, and they will bite, and they chase me, or the brown recluse or black widow, they don't go outside. They go bye forever. Sorry.
I still think the only
Yeah.
reason you didn't have me come in is because you wanted to not, be a pussy in front of
And I know
Birdie again.
I know that they do have some pretty deadly shit over there in Australia. They were
do.
talking
The funnel
they were-
spiders is
they were talking up their spiders, but do any of their spiders freaking deteriorate giant holes in your flesh
like the recluse do. Like
like the recluse does? Because
Lady Liberty lost a toe because of it.
yeah,
Brown recluse bite, ended up infected.
DJ,
Diabetes blew it into a big fucking ulcer.
when I lived on a farm as a kid, I used to be upstairs, and it'd get a little cool in the upstairs. Spiders would climb up underneath the blankets at night. The big brown brig wolf spiders would climb up underneath the blankets at night and warm up with you. Well, you'd feel something on your leg, and you move your leg, and they'd bite. So I had scars on my ankles and shit, and ever since. And it was, what was it, last summer, or was it this summer? Beginning of this summer, we found the freaking right on the back of the couch. I look over and go, what is that? And it
Oh, it was the beginning of spring this year.
beginning of spring this year. Guess what was there? They're not as poisonous up here as they are in the south, but if you see the little red hourglass symbol, you don't like that shit.
Oh my god. He actually
Oh, you
killed that one
don't.
because he didn't want to lose track of it, but he was like freaking out the whole time. Like,
yeah. Seriously,
Oh.
CJ.
But yeah, I'm not exactly thrilled about the fact of finding a black widow in my house. No,
it's a fucking spider. Just crush the bitch
We-
and go on with
this
your
place
day.
here, I think because the pond's right next to us and stuff, brown recluse come into this house a lot.
I know it's kind of off topic, but is anybody else like waiting for one of those hands to just smack in the back of the head?
I can make that happen.
Grab me. Come on, get it, get it, get it, get it. Ooh,
And trust me, I would really like to make that happen because I'm having a flare up and my shoulders are killing me. I can hardly move them, and he keeps walking up behind me and touching my shoulders. I'm like, get your fucking hands off me! Ow! So yeah, I want to punch him in the head.
Yeah, Halloween, and it's funny. One time a year, I don't mind spiders and spider webs as long as they stay small and outside. I'll even let the bigger ones stay alive outside. The bigger ones outside's fine as long as they're not the wolf spiders, because of everything I've dealt with getting bit by damn things. They hurt. They're not like, leave like bad necrotic scars, but they will leave scars. Temporary scars that'll go away in a year. But in the recluse, black widows, no, not allowed. And as long as they stay out of the house, anything gets big in the house, I don't care if it is a garden spider. If it's big and it comes in the house, sorry, Steve, I'm not putting it outside. The big one that made it in the house knows how to get in there. It's not coming back.
It's got a key.
Yeah.
It figured out how to get in. It could do it again.
I would, but he doesn't really come in this room.
Then, my old dog used to do that. My old German Shepherd, the black German Shepherd. He used to eat spiders, and his favorite thing was when the June bugs came out. Big ass beetle things. He'd go out and they'd always land all over the place. They'd land, dumbest insect on the planet. They loved to gather on porches. He'd go out there like it was, breakfast or something, and you hear pop, 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 pop because you hear them as crunching. Every one of them.
Oh
You just,
no!
oh, you just go to
Freaking out
town
at
on
the
those
door.
things.
Freaking out at the door. I'm like, Menace, do you really need to go out, or you just want to go out and get the June bugs? Oh, whatever. Tim, let your freaking dog out.
Let him out and chop, chop, pop, pop, pop. And he was a good
Listen,
dog. He didn't need a leash, so he just sit there in the porch, just eat all the bugs.
So nice.
Thought they were treats. These are crunchy treats. Thank you, Dad.
I got a
They-
spider living in my bedroom window. It's on the outside of the window though, so yeah. And it's been there. It's been there all summer long, and been eating good. You can tell.
I don't mind daddy long legs because it can't bite you, but they are super poisonous, ironically.
Yeah.
But
I
they
had a
can't
friend
bite
in
you.
school that used to bring his
Proportionally.
for show and tell all the
like-
time. That was awesome.
Fun fact: when I was about 12 years old, my uncle came back from some desert, and he actually had a tarantula in his luggage. And when he came back, it was in his luggage.
Done.
It turned out it was a fairly poisonous tarantula. I was keeping that thing as a pet back then. That was before we moved to the farm. Once we moved to the farm, I got bit. It's like, nope, I'm done with spiders.
There's been this trend on the internet of like people making videos of having like those little pet jumping spiders. I don't know. They make these cute little videos with these little, beady eye spiders. Like apparently like this
That's
new
spider
thing.
profiling, man.
Don't
Yeah, it's like Cassie got that big hole in her foot. That's what it was, like necrosis where that thing bit her. We're 99% sure that's what happened, and then that just spread and didn't feel right.
I mean, luckily this one didn't get too bad. It's just like really puffed up, but this mark on my face here, I got a spider bite like right as that scratch Ashley gave me down my face was healing. So I've got like scar with a freaking spider bite scar.
The
bumped up
recluse
on top of
itself,
it.
Mao, has really necrotic venom. It's not poisonous, it's necrotic. Destroys tissue.
It could also be partially allergic reaction. I might be allergic to recluse because I have a big scar on my leg where I had a really bad bite too before.
Yep. Some people react worse than others. Well, it's just like snake bites. Some people can tolerate a snake bite. Even from the first bite, they have a tolerance. Some people can actually be bit by rattlesnakes and survive, and it'll mess them up, but they'll survive. And the more they get bit, the more tolerance they get. And on other people, it's the opposite way. The more you get bit, the more sensitive you become to it. The allergies, like I am with bees. I got stung by a wasp once, and I'd been stung before, but then not ever since I got stung by that wasp, like one of the black hornet, like mud wasp things. Ever since then, I've been
Mud
allergic. Not really sure. The ones that live in the mud. Black hornet ones. They make their nest down in like holes in the mud.
Oh, okay. I know it's different. Yeah.
Ever since I got stung by one of them, I've been allergic.
Hornets are fucking horrible.
I'm allergic to all of them now. Of course, you don't get allergic to just one. Then you're allergic to all these things with stingers on them and suck.
And what's Tim's solution to getting a bee stinging his arm while he's working on stuff over here when we have to move in? Big wrench, bee on arm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I had a big ass pipe wrench. I got the bee,
Fuck yeah.
but the
Becomes-
bruise on my arm was so bad.
It is a good thing that the house we were moving from is
compound
open
fracture.
half a mile down the road because he didn't have his EpiPen with him. He comes flying down the road, slams in the house, screaming, "Get my shot! Get my shot! Get my shot!" I'm like, what the fuck happened? I walk out and he's got this big fucking swollen bruising spot on his arm. I'm like, what did you do?
I'm allergic to pipe
You
wrench.
stung me and I smacked it off with the wrench.
I'm allergic to an 18-inch pipe wrench.
Yeah.
I had to do the plumbing in this place. There's no plumbing in when we moved in, so I was doing the plumbing.
That wasn't even doing the plumbing. That was putting the goat pen together across the
Oh,
way.
was it?
So good.
Was it? Okay.
I'm gonna go get.
But I did. I smacked it with that pipe wrench. I didn't even think. I just thought, oh no, smack. Oh, I smacked it hard. I'm surprised I didn't break my arm. We have bumblebees and stuff like that. Fine. Wasp,
Wait.
hornets, they can stay away from me.
Why am I not surprised that bees follow you around? You are infused with milk and honey.
This is true.
I'm not even going to say love it anymore or bathe in it. You are infused with it.
Mhm.
Like, I think you have more milk and honey in your veins than actual blood at this point.
All right, we'll call this, but I think that we have to get Ashley a pumpkin and get some pictures up.
Plastic one.
Yeah.
She can't eat
Wait.
that. That's bad for her. Oh, we had a bad
Her in.
today at the grocery store. A lady had a 2-year-old, just had a 2-year-old rabbit pass. Or
For
eat a
eating cardboard, the dyes that were used to print on the cardboard was toxic.
yeah. And not like an Amazon boxer doesn't have much on it and stuff like that, but one of the ones that are printed, like you get a lot, most of your stuff comes in, electronics especially, always come in the printed boxes with the ink and the plasticky stuff. That's bad for them. Poisonous.
Oh, look at Jenny Sin did the same thing. She had that happen with her rats.
Then I had to be rushed. Last time I had to be rushed to emergency room, I was working in landscaping and I went over the weed eater. I went over top of a ground nest of sweat bees. And they were so bad. I went with the spigot right on my leg at full force, and they had high water pressure. These things wouldn't come off. I had to scrape them off my leg. By the time I got to the ER, I was not doing. That was probably the closest to dying I've come from stung.
I think we had to take you to the hospital to get a shot while you were waiting for your shots to come in while your brother was here when you guys were working on the water line with the other house too.
Yep, we did. That was
You
a
know,
hornet's
when
nest.
you weren't supposed to be working on the water line because that's after you pop your Widowmaker and still work for 3 days because you're stupid.
Talks crazy talk.
What are you talking about?
Oh God, Neil, yeah, antibiotics suck. When I had my toe taken, I had to be on daily infusions, like sitting at the hospital for an hour every single day for 7 weeks. It
Oil.
sucks balls.
Oil just did go through that same similar thing. But I had to go to the hospital every day. The hospital for a long time over there on Benny Vape's channel. Same thing. Constant. Shit sucks.
Woohoo! The 5'2" club, Sin.
That is strange. Strangely accurate.
This.
Yeah, mine's better. I got an Ashley. Ironically, an Ashley sleeping with my pillow and my blanket.
Oh, that picture I took and put in the group earlier, Paul, of Ashley. I wish you know how iPhone does the moving picture. It's funny because she's there. The second she realized taking a picture, she was gone, and you could see it in the moving picture. I was kind of hoping it'd transfer over when I sent it because it was like gone.
Did a
Like,
binky. Those little back feet kicking out sideways, jumping away from the camera, binkies. I love my binky.
all right, so we got the wild melon licks. I never went over Rocky's recipe. We went over this before, but wild watermelon, this fits perfectly. Live licks. This is his Rolling Stones one. Banana flavora at 0.6, candy roll flavora at 0. All flavora. Marshmallow vanilla at 0.6, pineapple at 0.6, sweetness at 0.4, watermelon at 2.4, and then wild melon at 0.2. Wild licks. It's just watermelon candy. I have mixed this. It is pretty damn good. That wild melon definitely is a big factor, and you are getting some kind of like gummy like sensation, almost like a fruit stripe gummy out of this
That's
one.
the one with the candy roll in it.
Yes. Candy
Still
roll and a
don't have-
banana.
Still don't have candy roll.
You're a giant.
Just remember, Sin, those tall giant people, they're the ones that hit their head a lot. We're short enough that we can scoot right under that shit.
I should label this one
What, going to visit Addie and Duchess? I felt short.
And trust me, I have walked under a cupboard door that had swung open to walk through right behind.
Following along, looking down because I'm trying not to step on her feet. Mm-hmm. That happened.
And I just hear thwap, turn around. He's holding his head because he thought he could make it too because I did.
No, I didn't think I could
No.
make it. I was watching your feet to make sure I didn't step on your feet because we were walking through, and I think I was carrying something.
And I was carrying something, so I couldn't close the cupboard. So I was just like,
What are you
walked
doing?
right under it. Didn't think anything of it because I'm short enough. And
I wasn't looking directly in front of me. I was watching to make sure I didn't step on her feet. Trying to be the nice person. Smack. Right there. Oh. Not the.
Oh, those are the
It's happened
moments
more
that
than
make
one
life
time, but
happy.
that one was probably the most fun for you.
Or it's like we have like a big air filter in the living room because a lot of pet dander, and I can walk right under it.
Got a
Tim
Raycon
cannot.
shop air filter in the living room. Smell. Want to get rid of pet dander? Put that thing on auto for a
Yes.
couple hours. It does it.
Rycon.
Industrial.
Yeah, but
How much is
The
that?
air
bad?
filter. The air filter is 12 by 24. So it works. Loud.
it's very loud. My Ashy does not like it.
Put the cherry away.
She doesn't like it because she can't hear Terminator 2 over it.
Oh, speaking of,
It's finally gone off Netflix. I don't have to watch it anymore.
he teased the bunny with the movie earlier, and that bunny was no.
I was gonna put it on for her, and it was gone. So I put Expendables
Whoa.
on for her. She likes that too. It's got Arnold.
Expendables 2. Arnie. And Arnie's in it quite a bit toward the end. Better off with it.
Uh-huh.
We're getting below the halfway mark.
Oh,
Coffee liqueur.
yeah. We just got some in today.
Ruh-roh.
Again, yeah. Let me know if anything is missing on knobs. If there's a line you'd like to be picked up, I'll try and see if they'll do it.
Bigger
They
bottle.
did. Hey,
Super
Richard
sweet.
asked. So if he's gonna ask, I'm gonna ask you because that's what matters. What do you guys want there?
$209.
The Raycon filter?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not cheap.
And this probably ain't even the big one you got either.
I got the big one. I
Real
got the big
flavors.
green one. Big green one.
See, that's the good thing too, is I actually set up the kitchen so it's perfect for somebody my height, and it makes sense to me. It, however, does not make sense to Tim, and he can't find anything because it's not where he would expect it to be. Because I'm like, I do all the cooking. I set this stuff up in the kitchen so I can get to it and reach
So
it.
when everybody picks on me, especially in the after show, these guys like to pick on me. Well, why don't you go cook? Because I don't go in that kitchen because it doesn't make any freaking sense.
Uh-huh.
Makes perfect sense to me.
What an excuse.
Can't find anything. I'm not. I got to hunch down. I got a sore back by the time I find it. Oh, okay. Oh, there it was. Down there. I'm not even that much taller than her, really. Tall enough.
I climb the shelves at the stores, or I take Tim.
I was gonna say who had to pick up all the stuff off the shelves today.
I could not grab hold of the soda bottles because my hands are that bad, and they're up above my head, so I couldn't lift my shoulders.
Taylor shelf or two. I have two though. When it's really embarrassing. But Walmart used to remember when Walmart always used to do that thing where they don't do it as much anymore, but they used to always like carry some of the bigger cases for some reason up at top instead of at the bottom. Bigger cases of like even waters, and you'd have to climb up there to get them. There's no way to get them without a ladder. And they're like, well, contact someone. So I want to wait 45 minutes for you to get me a damn water down when I can just climb the damn thing and be done with it in 10 seconds.
Especially like when we were getting the 12 packs of the clear American water, because those were.
That's you know what? Buster Bell, you're not wrong. I actually should talk to them about seeing if they can pick up some Hank. They should be able to pick it up just as easy as DIY Canada.
Real flavor.
Oh, and
Real Flavors is tough because they have to get that directly from DIY Canada
Why?
because that's who owns it. Real Flavors is
own it?
owned by DIY. Yeah, they own it. They bought it out.
Oh,
But
and
But
also
with-
bigger bottles.
yeah, the bigger bottles thing bugs me. But that's why.
Because this 30 ml of maple syrup should be a 4-ounce bottle of maple syrup, and this 30 ml of coffee liqueur should be a gallon of coffee liqueur.
Well, the maple syrup candy I had to get in 10 mils because they didn't have anything bigger.
well, they have 60s and 120s of some stuff.
Careful
Right.
there, Sin. They will yell at you there. I found out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, if you take if you just see one of those things in the aisle to climb on and you push it over and just go and grab stuff.
Oh God.
No, but you do get their help real quick.
Yeah, that's true. They get over there really quickly.
Although in Home Depot they like to follow you around and ask you if you need anything like every 5 seconds. So I mean that's not hard.
Not when you're looking for something, you can't find a person
No,
anywhere.
when you need their help, yeah, you're right. There's nobody around. But if you don't need anything, and you know exactly what you're going in for, they'll be right there to help you. I came in for a light bulb. They're right there. You're standing in front of it. Can I get around you to get to it? Oh, I'll hand it to you. Why don't you just let me grab it? It's right there. It's like,
Hey Fitty.
hey, Fitty. Love you, Fitty.
So I think it's time to go exotic
Hey, Fitty.
animal hunting because we no longer have a Lando. We have a Pando in the chat.
Pando? Does it say
Yeah, he
Pando
put
for
his
real?
panda hat on. So he's Pando. So now we get to go hunt pandos.
Yeah, whatever. Close
How many
enough.
times I've been in Zoom with him with the panda like filter on? Lots of love to you, Fitty.
I'm
right.
just waiting to see what he thinks of this movie that you picked for the podcast this week. Oh my
Oh,
God.
it's something else, man. I will rewatch that thing. Not in a
Yeah,
sober,
but
not in
I
a sober
tell
way
you,
though. Not in a sober way.
I had to make him pause this movie and pack a bowl and smoke it before he could finish watching this movie because
What
it
movie?
was so bad.
Do you guys know who Matt Best is?
Nope.
Black Rifle Coffee
Black
Company?
Rifle Coffee Company?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Range
Yeah.
15, it's their movie.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Spoiler on it. Wait
It's
for the
on
review
TV.
on the podcast. This is going to be a good one. I can't wait to hear what Lando has.
Range 51 is what you said?
15.
Yeah.
15.
15. Range
15.
Yeah.
Dude,
This
I
podcast
can
can
send you a link because it's on Tubi. I'll just drop it in our group chat.
All right.
be fun. Jesus.
I had to do this for Lando.
I
too,
can't
'cause,
wait. I can't wait, Lando. Yeah, because my iPhone was doing that 2.5, 3 hour up. It was a 2 hour. It said 2 hour update. An hour and a half went by. It was still saying 2 hours. Like, you're lying to me. You haven't moved in an hour. It's not 2 hour. It's a 2.5 hour update. So. Well, not update, but transferring all of my stuff over. And then I still had to sign into almost every damn app individually.
There you go. And Tubi is a free app, so I mean,
Oh, that
that's
chat.
good too.
Oh.
If you guys have not discovered the love of Tubi, it's great because they have a lot of the old sitcoms and movies on there. Like, I
Steve-O's
watched
making
all the
dreams
Scooby
happen.
Doo series from like the 60s and 70s with
Yeah.
Ashley, and she likes them.
Good. Good fit.
Indeed.
Tim's
the family's
watching the
doing well,
original
too.
Transformer cartoons with her.
Can't watch it without her. You turn it on and she's in her cage, she'll start thumping and flipping. Even if you mouse, well, not mouse over, but if you're scrolling over, it'll make the sounds for the
Yeah.
theme song and start. She freaks the hell out. Like, you're watching that without me.
Mhm.
I'm not. Calm down. So it's taking me forever to watch because of that.
I mean, not too long ago, we watched Short Circuit and the second one, and Howard the Duck. And
Hell yeah, I grew up on those movies, man. Um, Short Circuit. My son loved the first one. I watched that movie almost every day when I was a little kid. But when we watched the second one together, that was one of the movies that I just don't think I've ever heard him laugh that hard. He loved that freaking movie, man. This
I
is a
was.
couple years ago too, so
I never saw the second
It would
one.
take like
Watched it.
weeks to print it all out, but I really considered printing out and putting together the actual head. I've head. Or we can do the little ones, but the little ones are
Hi.
and
Like 3D print all the pieces and try to build
yeah.
it like a
Yeah.
Lego. or something. It's-
The only thing that won't work really well is like the lenses. You would be better off getting like cheap camera lens.
It wasn't so expensive. He found a robotic one, like a little
Mm.
robotic one. And I really wanted that, like a little remote control guy. You would never get me to just pay attention on the show again because I'd just be sitting here playing with Johnny Five.
Johnny Five is alive. Johnny
Dude,
Five is alive. Shut that damn thing off or I'm going to shoot it.
When I was in like, I think second or third grade, my teacher at school, at the elementary school, her husband worked in the industry of filmmaking props and stuff. Anyway, in her classroom, she had a robotic exact doll that would roll around and talk and everything of the fucking ET.
Wow.
That thing was cool as fuck, man.
Man, that's tasty just off the.
I had
off
so
the
many
roof.
nightmares from ET.
That's because you
It
got
was
probed.
that glowing finger, wasn't it?
That's because you
Paul?
got probed.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
afraid where it was going.
That's where he first learned what nap time was. But that was the original version before he got a hold of it. Sorry, Paul. Bob wasn't here. I had to pick on you a little.
Yeah.
The
I
synthetic
was
Yeah,
looking
space nap
forward to
time.
a nap time free show. Thank you, Tim.
I
You
just had
ruined
night terrors.
Whoa, what just happened?
Detox, crazy talk.
Oh, good, everything's still there. Just closed all or minimized all my windows. I'm like, what did I do? Excuse me. This'll probably need some tweaking, percentage tweaking. Yeah. It's still only like the second mix that I've tried. Use the waffle cone in. But I feel like it has a lot of potential. Like be used as like, a main note or just like an accent. Sometimes I use like crispy wafer really low for just like that tiny little bit of crunch and separation.
Did get the new FAs, SSAs in today, so that'll be coming soon.
Oh, hey, Fitty.
We talked about old movies
Welcome.
and how Paul got probed by ET and had nightmares.
Taco
And now
Tuesday,
he's
definitely.
playing with his little thing under his desk, and I just threw my phone on the floor.
Definitely.
It's so creepy when he sits there on camera and does that because he's just like.
Oh yeah, fuck it is Taco Tuesday. I gotta make tacos. Shit.
I didn't go live last night, but shots and prayers for Fitty.
And his family.
And family, absolutely.
That he's being kind of the rock. That's like, because that's
So Rocky's having strawberry shortcake for dessert. It's research.
research. Got to work on that research.
Well, I mean, he's got to have something to compare all these recipes to, right?
They still haven't done a winner yet, right?
What?
For the contest.
Winner
No,
chicken
No,
dinner.
no.
They're testing.
I know from firsthand how hard it is to choose sometimes. You're going to get down to like 2 or 3 that are just like, and then you're trying to figure out what first, second, third. Sometimes you get 5 and you're like, okay, so which one makes the cut? Which one doesn't? And which one's first? You're going to have fun. You get any decent submissions, it's a pain in the ass.
For dinner tonight.
And then you got to decide, it might come down to what you have to prioritize. What do you guys agree on prioritizing? Is it separation of layers? Is it the overall flavor? It might come down to the end. You're going to have to decide to choose between the first, second, and third. Okay, what do we put as priority 1? What's more? I mean, definitely want some separation of layers, but we're giving it that a little bit if it tastes better than the other one? Or are you going to really focus on more of the layers, even if it doesn't taste quite as good? Fuck.
I don't know. We're gonna have some burgers for dinner with sautéed mushrooms and
Sharon,
probably tater
Sharon
tots, 'cause I
does
don't
this
want
person
ramen
actually
again.
vape? No.
No.
3
It's
points.
funny you're talking about Sharon, and here I am looking up because I'm already planning on sending you the one thing. I'm looking up 3D printable Jack Skellington stuff.
Oh, yeah,
That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm looking up files for it right now.
Oh, sure. When I asked you, no, I don't feel like it.
It actually happens.
Interesting.
Because I would like, a Jack and Sally
There's a
pose.
posable jack that I'm thinking about. It can take a lot of parts, so the posable jack. 3D posable. Yeah, there's some cool shit. Anyways, we'll get out of here for the night. You guys can take it easy for the week. See some of you tomorrow on Benny Vape's channel. Tomorrow.
I always
Sure.
Oh,
forget
I'm sorry,
until it's
Benny.
like
I'm
almost over.
really sick.
So not nice of you.
Oh, just so you know, I know Bob's not here, but seems how I was getting bugged about it a little bit. There's a new free game on Steam that apparently, like, all the guys on Benny's show are playing, and maybe even Nevins, by the sounds of things. Nevins might be in on that. Is the something in Liberty, which is kind of funny. I have to look. I can't remember the name of it.
Interesting.
Throne in Liberty. Throne in Liberty. It looks a lot like there's the different classes and stuff. It looks like it's WoWish kind of game, but it's free to play. So if anyone's interested in a game, they want something to play, it's free. I mean,
On stream?
fun to try.
On
You can
stream?
stream if you want. Can stream if you want.
No, I mean
mean,
on stream. Is that where it's free?
Stream, yeah, stream for free. Yep. I already downloaded just for the show and got it ready, so that if I do jump in with them, because I'll probably tank for them if they happen. Because they already have a healer, and this way here it takes some stress off everybody. As long as I can figure out the dynamics of the game, I can tank pretty good. So anything like the usual MMO.
Oh, that reminded me I hadn't tried this cranberry orange nut muffin thing with the cinnamon roll.
Oh, yeah.
Extra
I'm
tough
kind
for
of
you
scared to try
guys
to vape it.
with the
It's really good off
strawberry
the
mute
knuckle, though.
factor, the certain cakes bother some of you guys. That makes that an extra tough profile for you guys, Rocky. Got some limitations that affect you. Yeah, have a good night. Let's see. As far as shows here goes, it's just Steve-O.
Hey. We're talking about our shows.
Yeah, it shows.
Yeah, Mondays at 7 p.m. I didn't go live last night due to a death in my son's mother's family. So, I was thinking of maybe sneaking one in sometime during the week, but I don't think it's gonna work. So we'll just be back next Monday. I'm hoping the Ember Addy gets to me soon, so we can do that in the next couple weeks. Last night would have been Retro Vape, so we'll still do we'll still do Retro Vape again when we come back next week. Got
It's good.
an RDA that I want to pull out of the cabinet and play with. So see you guys then.
Cool.
Probably do a couple mixes or something too. Haven't done a mix in a couple weeks.
With that said, Saturday we have the Saturday's the cookies. Cookies. Did cookies? We haven't done cookies in a while. There are so many different versions of cookies. Give you more freedom to really try something. I mean, you can go everywhere with cookies. You really can.
Mike was asking
We
about
actu-
cookies Saturday. So.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
where it came from. Is Mike mentioned cookies Saturday? It's like, you know what? We have not done cookies. There are new cookies out there. But we've done some cookies. We have, but we haven't actually done a cookies profile.
But cookies is always a fruitful episode.
It is, because you'll see somebody try something new, and that actually so many different things to do. I mean, cookies, biscuits. Remember biscuits? Most of them are cookie. All the new Noms one, there's technically cookies. So it's like,
Yeah.
it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, thanks, Mal. Yeah, keep doing this. Like I said, we're going to do single flavor testing, the FAs and the SSAs, and then there's going to be another little series coming out. Going to take a while to go through, but going really into a deep dive in certain profiles, super deep dive. Cassie's not really looking forward to this huge.
I quit.
So, going to be a lot of work, but I hope it is fruitful in the end for everyone. And keep an eye out on the website, because we are going to start. Odie's helping me work on how to get the right images on there, and I got to figure out how I can make the database searchable and stuff, but it's going to have all the flavor note stuff and flavor generator. Get all those in there. Both of us. Anyhow, yeah, take it easy. Peace out, as Steven said, and hasta la night. Cha cha cha. Is that correct?
No,
so.
sayonara.
Oh.
Cha-cha-cha.
Sayonara. Cha cha cha. Hasta la vista, baby. For Ashley.
Later.
Thank you. She's pumping now, you
All right.
jerk.
Love y'all. Bye.
Good ace.
Hey.